Hey loves, it's Karma here, back with another video.
Miss me?
So this week I'm going to be doing story of my first, and I had you guys on Snapchat and on Instagram comment and tell me anything that you wanted me to talk about of my first. So the first one is story of my first kiss. And my first kiss was behind this Tom Thumb, which if you don't know what Tom Thumb is, it's a grocery store. It's kind of like Winn-Dixie or Publix or Albertsons or anyways. But and it was with this guy named Sebastian, and me and him were just talking at the time, and I don't even know, I was just like kind of wanted to get my first kiss over with. So we went to this stadium that I always went to every Friday, and then we were about to leave the stadium when we were waiting for my dad, and we ended up walking to the Tom Thumb that was next door to get some snacks, I think. Then we went behind Tom Thumb and we were just talking. It was me, him, my sister, and this guy named Hunter, and so we were just talking, and then eventually my sister and Hunter walked away, and then he picked me up, like held me, had me facing towards him, and then, yeah, we kissed. And that was, yeah. Story of my first fight. I have never been in a fight, and the person that asked me to say this literally was like, oh, well, really? Because you look so mean. Like, comment below, do I really look mean? Because I get that all the time, and I really am, like, one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet, unless you, like, irritate me or anything like that. Story of my first relationship. I don't really know who would be my first relationship. I mean, I talked to this one guy on and off for a really long time, but I wouldn't consider that a relationship. My first, like, real relationship was probably with this guy named Jaron, and we dated for, like, a month and a half, 2 months, and it was long distance. He lived in Texas, and I had just moved to Washington State, which is by Seattle, so it was long distance, but I would see him whenever I went to my dad's house in Texas, and yeah. It's probably my first real relationship. First time meeting Leanna. If y'all do not know, Leanna is my best friend. Me and Leanna met the first day of school, and she was in my 4th period class. She was sitting like right next to me, and I sat down and she goes, hey, I like your romper. And I was like, thanks. And then the next day I saw her at lunch sitting by herself, and I was like, hey, do you want to sit with me? And this girl I had just met named Elizabeth. And so, yeah. My first love and heartbreak. So my first, like, true love was this guy named Henry. And we dated for a really long time. And he was probably my first heartbreak too. Because he cheated on me, and we were on and off for a while, and he just, like, broke my heart a bunch of times, so, yeah. He was very important to me, and he meant a lot to me, and I tried so hard in that relationship, and we ended up not being able to be together, but he also cheated on me, so, like, that really hurts. And I had never been cheated on before him. That's why ever since that relationship, I have been very hesitant towards having a relationship, like wanting to be in a relationship. Meeting Maddie. If y'all do not know, Maddie is like a sister to me. She lives in Texas, and she's my really, really close friend. We keep in contact over social media and through, like, text messages. And the first time I met her ever was at the stadium, and I didn't really know her. Like, I had her Snapchat, and I saw her on Snapchat and stuff like that, but, like, we weren't friends at this point. The stadium is a skating rink that we used to always go to on Friday nights. And I went one time and I saw her there, and I sat with her and this guy named John, and we just we hung out. And then the first time that we really like hung out when we were friends, like we had been friends for like almost a year over like social media, and then we hung out for a little bit at the Parks Mall in Arlington, Texas. I saw her for like a little bit, and then later that week she came over to my house and we hung out. So yeah, my first period, I remember it in like sixth grade, and I lived in Key West, Florida. I think it was like right after they had told us all about, you know, how you go and they show you a video about periods and they tell you about periods and all that stuff, and they give you like this like thing just in case you start your period. And so they gave us one of those, and so I was prepared and I knew what it was. And one day I just went to the bathroom and I was like, yeah, good thing I was at my house. And I remember it was in the morning. Awkward crush. I don't really know if I've ever had like an awkward crush, but when I was in probably 1st through 3rd grade, I had a crush on this guy named Logan, and he lived on the other side of the street as me. I would walk by his house all the time just to see if like I could see him through his window, or if he would come outside and stuff. And then he'd also go to school with me, but I would never talk to him. Like, I was so scared to talk to him. And now that I look back, I'm like, oh, like, you should have just talked to him. And I also liked his friend Danny. Yeah. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely did. And next time that I do like a Q&A or these type of videos where I ask you guys for things, you guys should comment more. Comment below what you think I should do on my next video, because I'm open to any options. But I love you guys so much. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and bye.